Welcome, armchair generals, weekend warriors, and Saturday soldiers alike. This is ostentatious business, and this is Walking in Conflict, Soviet Assaulted here. So I'm sorry I haven't been updating any of my Let's Plays recently. I've been working on a lot of other stuff, and I just had to celebrate getting my new Blue Yeti microphone by recording. Before I was using some crappy headphone microphone, and it just had too much feedback on it, so I'm hoping this will be much better. Now let's hope I remember how to play. Yeah, thought I just finished Into the Mountain. Oh god, I remember this one.
There's no need to be nervous, Captain. We're just filling some records cabinets in the morale section with these.
I'm not nervous, Comrade Major.
Very well.
He's not nervous.
Interview number 461. Subject, Captain Nikolai Malashenko, service number 2497-4. Interview conducted by Major Lebedev, Section 2, 3rd Directorate KGB. So, Captain, we've been in America for several weeks now. What are your thoughts so far?
Tоварищ Майор, we are making glorious progress. It is very satisfying. The only thing is...
Is what, Captain?
Well, I have yet to see the proletariat rise and stand with us. Instead, they lay ambushes and run when we try to engage them. They've done some damage.
I suppose we must acknowledge that some may not want us here.
Then we must demonstrate our resolve. Men are lost in war. That is to be expected. But the more of these attacks that go unpunished, the more daring they will become.
And you are proposing?
It is simple. For every ambush, we execute 10 random civilians. They will soon cease their attacks when they realize the price they must pay.
And what if they don't?
Get worse.
Then we should kill them all.
Yeah.
In the face of great adversity, our courageous comrades in America fight on, winning battle after battle against an increasingly desperate enemy. Our troops now occupy most of the American West Coast, and soon will have complete victory.
Nobody had counted on the American civilians putting up such resistance. Everywhere we went, we were greeted with bullets. And our battalion had it easy. We had been tasked with pacifying the countryside, while 4 other regiments pushed into the mountains. They were headed toward a town called Cascade Falls, where there was some grand objective not even Colonel Arlovsky knew the details about. All we knew was that it might mean an end to the war. I remember thinking about those comrades, struggling through the cold and the snow, facing death at every turn. And I was ashamed. For I was happy that I wasn't
struggling through the cold and snow, facing death at every turn, so they were back home in Russia.
Comrade Colonel, 14 men dead, 9 wounded. These attacks must be stopped. I strongly suggest
Not now, Kolya. We have already discussed this. The guerrillas will be dealt with according to plan.
But it won't be enough! These are my men lying here!
They are my men too, Captain. Don't ever forget that. Now, would you please get me an updated report on the status of the wounded?
I love how Colonel Arlovsky's like fucking 6'4".
His idea has some merit.
I will not be privy to wholesale slaughter of civilians just so he can satiate his need for revenge.
It might work, though.
Valeri, no. They hate us enough already. We have the location of their camp.
Sorry about that,
That's where we'll strike.
You don't believe in this, do you? You don't think we belong here?
Do you? Romanov, the local guerrilla leader, is present at the camp with a group of regular army officers. The capture of this leader is our mission today. Major Lebedev will be available on the battalion net to advise us on the guerrillas and provide us with additional intelligence.
The start of this mission is
It is my pleasure to be of service, Comrade Colonel. As far as we know, we are dealing with a relatively small and disorganized group of civilians with light, regular army support.
By the way, guys,
They should not prove
sorry if this
difficult to
doesn't sound too
pacify.
right. I just still need to fiddle
The
around with some
Insurgents are
of
using the surrounding farms to hide weapons and heavy equipment. Your first objective is to clear the immediate area of all anti-air defenses so that the Air Force can bomb these buildings.
Now, let me just say,
You should be aware that we are short on reinforcements, Romanov.
Kiwarovsky.
The main effort is being put into the drive against Fort Teller. We will have to make do with what we have. Good luck. Sokol 1, out.
I'm going to get lazy here and I'm just going to hire a sniper and 4 Soviet infantry, no anti-tank. Let me just say, I think this would be the one situation when the fact that 173 Americans get shot to death every week, I think this is the only situation where this number would be helpful for them, because if they were able to direct it to 173
Sniper team ready.
Soviets a week.
Where do you need us? Where do you need us? Rifles are clean and ready. Infantry, good to go. Neutralized.
The fuck? Oh, you're shooting at a tank. Russian snipers, ladies and gentlemen. Russian fucking
Move out. Infantry heading out. Infantry heading out.
Yeah, this mission's an absolute fucking bitch.
Yeah, Sokol 1. These guerrillas are heavily armed.
Yes, those vehicles belong to the National Guard. They must have moved into the area quite recently.
Sure. That explains the advanced air defenses. We weren't counting on this kind of opposition.
Rifles are clean and ready.
Will you abort?
No, the mission stands. We still have surprise and potential air superiority on our side. But proceed with caution, Romanov. Make sure you maximize your fighting potential.
Target the enemy. They are
This
engaging
is
us.
why I hate this stuff.
They're under fire. That's impossible. Snipers reporting. In the middle Get us out of here. Enemy neutralized. Got the target for us. Fire. Where do you need us? They're moving out. Acknowledged. There's firm. Moving out. Moving. Fire your rifle! Disable that vehicle.
Really just content to let this one drag on as long as it
Fires
does.
a machine gun. They're engaging us. The enemy's moving. Got new orders for us. Where do you want us to take position? Going in there Infantry now. Good to go. Infantry heading out. Here. Sniper team ready. Enemy vehicle wrecked. A machine gun is ready. Getting to the position. Available.
I'm not sure whether
The squad is assembled. Let's move it. Target the enemy. Set up that machine gun. Engage now. Fire your hits down. Go. Go.
Forgiven.
They're taking hits. Let's move it. Under fire. Heading for some better cover. Getting to the position. Squad. Stреляй. Not possible. Cancel. Not possible.
They've got one of your units.
Hostile vehicle. Immobilized. Rifles are clean and ready. Infantry engage. Attack the target. We got the target.
Yeah, as you guys can see, this mission is the world's most successful.
Target the enemy and fire.
Well done, Romanov. First kill.
First blood.
Fires a machine gun. Can't do that.
Yeah, Sokol 1. The farm must be a major arms cache, or they wouldn't have defenses this heavy.
Start moving, rifle squad. We are on the move.
Now I'm going to use a sniper to kill this guy so I don't damage the building, because I plan on using that when I push deeper into the camp. But as you guys can see, this is not a fun start of the mission. Ultimately, what you really want to do is just blitz their air defenses so that when they call, so that pretty much they call in Su-25s and all that, I think from like this direction, somewhere, and they just carpet bomb the farm. Although they might just destroy the buildings, I don't really remember all that well. It's been a while since I gave this game a proper playthrough.
They're moving out. Infantry heading out. We're on the move. Target soldier start moving. Rifle squad. Infantry good to go. Getting to the new sniper position. We're ready.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick it from there.
Товарищ командир. Target defeated. Destroy the submachine gun.
I'm just gonna pick on it.
Target defeated. Get going. We killed an enemy. Move it and don't trip on your rifle.
GRU estimates were nowhere near this.
In my experience, they never are, Comrade Colonel. But if we can capture the guerrilla leader and destroy their camp, we will demonstrate to the civilian population that we are strong.
Yeah, and we will need the leader if we have to locate all the other camps in the area.
We defeated an enemy. They're taking hits! Hostile target killed! Got a target for us. Fire at will. Infantry ready for combat.
Hate snipers in this game.
Fires a machine gun.
I can't use them properly. The enemy can always use them so damn effectively. It's not fair. Yeah, this mission's gonna be
Sniper team ready. We move. The building will be ours. Not possible. Negative. Enemy neutralized. The squad is assembled. Engage. Target the enemy and fire. Attack the target. We're under fire. Got the target for us. Getting to the position. We can't do that. That's impossible. Yes, we can't do that. Load that machine gun. Fire at the target. Attack the enemy. They're taking hits.
Yeah, this is the part of the mission where I'm
You are losing a lot of men, Romano. You have to be more careful if we are to accomplish this mission with the assets we have available.
Yeah, there's one mission.
Almost done, Romano.
One part
Our
that makes
fighter
this
bombers are standing
mission
by.
easier is when you've taken out the last of the armored vehicles.
They're moving out.
It really just becomes you can mass. You can do something.
Conserve your ammo, people.
Can't seem to do, which is you can
Engage
focus
the
your
enemy.
fire.
Target the enemy and fire. Target the enemy. They are engaging us.
Lost.
Fire your rifle. Engaging us. Move your feet. Run quickly.
Corners and
They're taking hits.
get shot to hell.
They're taking hits. Move it and don't trip on your rifle. Taking hits. That's impossible. We can't do that. We're taking hits. Got that infantry.
The glory of communism.
We got the target.
Yeah, these
Move it and don't trip on your rifle.
I definitely forgot to mention this, but these infantry squads heal up.
Set up that machine gun. Атакуйте.
Medics.
Move your feet.
Sorry, I just
We killed an enemy. They're taking hits.
They have medics and
Destroy the enemy. They are engaging us. Riflemen, атакуйте. That's impossible. They are engaging us. Attack the enemy. Set up that machine gun. Fire.
regular infantry.
We can't do that. We're under
Much more
fire.
awesome than the anti-tank.
Now. They're taking hits. They're taking hits. Killed. Target defeated. They're taking hits. We got the target. Hostile target killed. Destroys the enemy. Rifle squad needs ability to resupply.
Yeah, sorry if this
Hostile
doesn't
target
sound
killed.
like us. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best.
We got the target.
I hunch over a lot while I'm playing.
Get your rifle. Move. Fire at will.
There's no such thing as two
Fire your rifles!
starting this mission.
Fire at the target!
And hell, there's not two portions throughout this entire fucking game.
Riflemen, атакуйте! We can't do that. We can't do that. Infantry, атакуйте! Vehicles, set up that machine gun.
At the start of the game.
Target the enemy.
Momentum towards the end.
Нет, нет, that's it. Нет. They're under fire. Destroy the enemy. They're engaging us. Fire your rifles.
It's almost
We got the target. Negative, can't do that. Stop. Move out, double
Well done, Romano. Our comrades in the Air Force will strike soon. Get out of the area and move to the landing zone. Helicopters have been dispatched to transport you to your next objective.
I would laugh if
So call
Yeah,
one
my
to
guys got the landing
Maloshenko.
zone.
The area is
and
clear.
helicopters are over the top.
Not bloody time.
The bombers.
We are ready to move into position. Maloshenko out.
Good. Here come our comrades in the sky. Stay low. Second company will move into blocking positions once the strike has been completed.
I don't see them. You must have heard noise.
Dropping payload.
Говорит Maloshenko, we are taking up blocking
As soon
positions
as I say
now.
that.
Very well, Captain. Remember the rules of engagement.
I remember, sir. Maloshenko out.
Pro tip, he doesn't remember.
Hill 48 commands a wide view of the surrounding area. It has to be secured before we attack the main camp. And sending you additional reinforcements, Romano. We need that hill within the hour.
Done. I probably should have signed that statement.
Make sure you take good care of your men, Lieutenant. I trust you not to lead them only to death.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Lead men.
Rifles are clean and ready. Getting to the position.
We have some fire support available, Romano. Mainly anti-infantry assets, but they should be useful.
Now, I'm sure you're all thinking, why the fuck did I drop paratroopers here? This becomes a secondary objective later on.
Conserve your ammo, people. That's impossible. Set up that machine gun.
The Americans are using an old gas station as a supply depot. Destroy it if you get the opportunity.
They're under fire. Нет. That's impossible. Hostile fortification. Riflemen, атакуйте.
Airborne infantry delivered. Out.
Move your feet. Spetsnaz need orders right now. They are engaging us. Artillery needed. They're engaging us.
Lieutenant Romano, the National Guard and guerrillas you're fighting all hail from this area. They're defending their own homestead.
So they will fight that much harder, Lieutenant. Count on fierce resistance.
Yes, that is probably an accurate assessment. It will also be hard to sort the non-combatants from the actual fighters.
No distinction should be made. They are all enemies.
If we want your opinion on this matter, we will ask for it, Captain. Until then, you will observe radio discipline. I will not tell you again.
Whatever you say, Captain.
I
Maloshenko
don't know
out.
why I just did that.
We're under
Yankee
fire.
here. We will deliver your requested
They're under
spec.
fire.
They've got one of your units.
Dropping
What's now,
into
Tavares
convoy.
Commandant?
Back out.
Soldiers, we're under fire. Give us some support here. Got new orders for us. They are engaging us. Launch fire. They are engaging us. Machine gun. Neutralized. They're under fire. Нет. Infantry, атакуйте. They're under fire. They're taking hits. Load that machine gun. Got new
Sokol
orders
1 here.
Yeah, I don't
Use your
really
fire
mind
support
using
assets to deal with the
Spetsnaz.
infantry.
Because,
The Americans are moving more light armor into the area. We also have reports of regular army units from the U.S. 4th Armored Cavalry Regiment heading this way.
We are obviously not facing a small, under-equipped guerrilla force. The GRU would have us believe. I will demand more reinforcements and support assets from Army Command.
Hiatus is going to
Hostile target kill. Engaging us.
Dropping airborne troops at the coordinates.
AK's ready to fire. Give us some support here.
You got
Destroy the enemy.
Spetsnaz in the woods as
We
opposed
defeat
to
Rifle squad need orders. Hostile give us some support. Engage them. Moving out. Move your riflemen. Атакуйте. Товарищ командир, we're on the move. Taking heat.
it's really
That's it. Oh, yes.
putting troops in these woods becomes so important later on in this mission.
Target
I
defeated.
can't overstate how important it is to have guys watching these woods.
We're doing our duty.
Airborne
We're
infantry
engaging
marking.
us. Target. We're in the middle of something. Target defeated. Strike on our target now.
Unit lost.
Rifle squad. Catch the... Давай.
Sokol 1 here. They are falling back. Hold in place, Romanov. I am airlifting some vehicle support to you.
Move your feet. Got new orders for us. Our squad needs some fresh blood. Where do you need us? Affirmative. Moving. For
Intelligence update. The enemy camp has now been reinforced, and it looks like they're preparing to assault the hill.
Focus on securing the hill, Romanov. We will deal with the main camp in due time. The Americans are preparing a counterattack against the hill. You must hold, Romanov.
Heading for the position. Armor here. They're heading for the position.
I suggest you fortify the hilltop and place your infantry in the woods for protection. Remember that not all approaches can be accessed by vehicles.
Affirmative.
Говорит Лебедев. Expect an infantry-heavy assault, Lieutenant. They have moved some armored vehicles into the area, but the main battle group has not yet arrived.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
I have asked Frontal Aviation for support, but everything we have is being used in the drive against Fort Teller. We can only count on limited air support.
We're in the middle of something.
Our comrades in the mountains need that support more than we do. All our hopes rest with them.
Yes, we will manage. Excellent, Lieutenant. That will be a sore blow against the insurgents.
Wonderful.
Destroy the enemy. The resupply. Hostile target killed. AK is got the target. Reinforcements. We killed an enemy.
Unit killed.
We got the target.
We're dropping in some airborne for you. Check out.
Just give
They
it
are coming at you from all directions, Romano. Watch your perimeter.
Oh yeah.
Hostile target killed.
Our tracks are steady. PT-76 moving up.
Hostile target
Товарищ
killed.
командир, we're available.
We killed an
You
enemy.
got casualties.
Destroy the enemy. Infantry good to go. Hostile target killed. Enemy
Tank here.
neutralized.
We will deliver your requested
Destroy the enemy. Товарищ командир. We're under fire. Target defeated. We killed an enemy. We got the target.
It's fun to watch, isn't it?
Hostile target killed. They are engaging us. Destroy the enemy. We killed an enemy. They are engaging us. We got the target.
Jesus.
We got the target. Load that machine gun.
They've
Take
got
down
one of
the
your
scopes.
units.
We got the target. We're fighting the enemy here. We got the target. Now.
Airborne infantry delivered. Out.
We killed an enemy.
Extras are on the
We're
ground
under
and ready for
fire.
orders. Check out.
Target defeated.
Unit killed.
We killed an enemy. We're under fire. Hostile target killed.
I'm just getting
We
ready
killed an enemy.
Lebedev here.
to the
The
center.
Americans seem fond of using the forest for cover.
Sorry, one moment.
Not for much longer. The Air Force has agreed to fly another sortie with napalm. They will be here soon.
Moving to position. We're in the middle of something. Moving out. We killed an
This is
enemy.
Sir. We are inbound at this time. Walking to target coordinates.
Sokol 1 to Romano. Make sure your people are clear of the forest.
Товарищ командир. We're ready. Moving to the perimeter.
Serbia. Payload delivery initiated.
I say again, Romano. Clear the forest.
Товарищ командир. We're ready. Critical zone. We're doing our duty. They are engaging us. We got the target. We got the target!
So-called one here. You make me proud, Romanov.
You're like the nephew I always... Fuck, you're like the nephew I always wanted but never had. Carson disapproving.
We're doing our duty.
Shenko.
We are regrouping and resupplying.
We now have the perfect opportunity to start the attack on the main camp. Captain Malashenko and 2nd Company will continue to act as a blocking force and prevent escape in that direction. Romanov, launch the assault. Secure that camp and get me the guerrilla leader. I have sent you further reinforcements and you now have access to vehicle support as well.
This guerrilla leader wouldn't happen to be named McGill.
We will try to not get spotted on the way.
If anyone was old enough to get that reference, I will be amazed. Yeah, so I'm calling in these guys because there are heavy artillery in this area and it's another bonus objective.
Товарищ командир, airborne here. Товарищ командир, we're ready.
Chaika here. We dropped off the
The squad is
what you
assembled.
requested.
Okay, so this is pure infantry.
We're moving out. Where do you need us?
Armor available for battle.
This is armor.
Armor moving out.
We're doing our getting to the position. Товарищ командир, we're ready.
You guys remember that little Zerg rush we did back in Cascade Falls? How awesome it was.
Get your rifles and we are on the
Our
move.
tracks are steady. 84 ready to fire. The 84 is locked on the enemy. Armor under attack. Light armor engaging. Launching 84 at the target. Fire the missile immediately.
A machine gun affirmative. Embarking.
What are your next orders?
Affirmative. Get down and
Armor
go.
rolling.
We're under fire. Killed an enemy.
I hate this mission.
Affirmative.
Heading to the
strike zone. I roll out.
Spetsnaz need orders right now. Engaging us.
Your
We're
orders
under fire. Attack Move out now. We're under fire. Moving out.
What should we do?
They're engaging us. Anti-tank squad available.
We are engaged.
This is Ariel. Hostiles neutralized in the strike zone.
Where's the infantry?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
attack the enemy.
Engage
We're in the middle. Engage now. Under fire.
You got
Target
casualties.
defeated. We're under fire.
Watching here. I'm going to hunt for
Got
hostiles.
We have our infantry heading out.
Yes,
We're taking heat.
Unit killed.
Being able to update recently.
They're engaging us. We have soldiers. They're taking heat.
Lebedev на связи. The Air Force reports that American reinforcements are close. They're sending amphibious transports up the river.
So-called one here. You are making good progress, Romanov. Get your troops into that camp and secure it before those reinforcements arrive.
Losing my train of thought.
They're under fire.
Yeah, so I've been just
They're engaging us.
series of stuff.
Constant infantry.
Of course, work.
They are engaging us. Kill.
You got casualties.
No, I will
They're engaging us. Give us a let's move into the position.
be starting land.
Infantry heading out.
Ariel is inbound with cluster ordnance. Stay clear.
Hostile
Over.
target killed. They're under fire.
No point.
Destroyed the enemy. They're engaging us.
You got casualties.
They're under fire. Got the target.
This is a hotkey. Targeting enemy station.
They're
Mark
taking heat.
coordinates was hit by the airstrike. Over.
They're under fire.
76 available. Heading out now. Armor on the move.
My man can move across the river and support Romanov.
Infantry.
Not yet, Captain. You will be needed for the final push. I don't want to risk any Americans slipping through the net by having you attacking now.
Your orders.
But we have probably missed some already. All they have to do is to hide their rifles, pull on the civilian jacket and walk away.
I will not authorize your plan. I will say no more on this matter. Sokol 1, out.
We got the target. Stay focused and move out. We're in the middle of something. Your command, Tavarish Commander. Get going. We're fighting the enemy here. Orders? Let's move it. Got new orders for us. Moving out. Engaging us.
Unit killed.
Order received. Targeting napalm strike on the coordinates.
Tavarish Commander. Now. Hostile target killed.
I've taken so many injuries that I can
Target
match
defeated.
that. It's actually kind of just...
Load that machine gun.
Our coordinates are on fire.
Want us some more things to
Returning to
transport?
base.
Your command.
Order.
It's impossible.
Sokol 1 here. The camp has been secured. Hold in place and fight off any counterattacks. Now, just need to find the guerrilla leader.
Tavarish Commander. Infantry getting to the
Yuri Lebedev, a large contingent of regular army troops is now moving into the area.
Affirmative. Tavarish
Expect a heavy counterattack, Lieutenant. Several heavy artillery batteries are on call. I'm giving you fire support priority.
Where do you need us? We are on the move. Rifles are clean and ready.
Armor available for battle.
For Mother Russia. Not possible. Can't do that. Infantry, good to go. Can't do that. Tavarish Commander getting to the position.
This bridge is unbreakable. It has a health bar.
We're taking hits! Enemy soldier isn't moving.
You got
We're
casualties.
under fire! Destroy! They are engaging us!
And there we go.
Affirmative. Heading for the trade zone. I move out.
We got the target!
Oh, good, it's not attacking line.
Lebedev here. The insurgent leader has been found. He is wounded, but alive.
Engaging us!
Excellent. I'm sending in a helicopter to bring the prisoner out. You must defend until he is safely away, Roman. Sokol 1 to Maloshenko. Now is the time. Move across the bridge toward the camp.
Maloshenko here. It's too late. Enemy tanks are blocking my advance and I see people moving on the bridge. It looks like they are preparing it for destruction.
Romanov, it falls on you to stop them. The bridge must stay intact if Captain Maloshenko is to aid you in defense of the camp. Otherwise, he will be forced to take the long way around.
What air against tanks and all that? I might believe this.
Affirmative. Anti-tank strike is inbound. Out.
The squad is assembled. They are engaging us towards the enemy! They are engaging us!
Airborne infantry delivered. Out. This is a Horky. Enemy kills confirmed. Returning to base over.
Orders right now. Artillery requested.
This is Maloshenko. The bridge is clear. Moving across now.
Get to that perimeter.
Armor on the move.
Tavarish Commander, we're ready. Tavarish Commander, airborne. Infantry ready for acknowledged.
Enemy
Moving
killed
out.
Tavarish Commander.
We're doing our duty. We are on the move. Tavarish Commander, we're ready. They are engaging us. A machine gun is ready. Acknowledged. Moving out. We're fighting the enemy here. Order. Yes. We're under fire. We can't do that. We're under fire.
Heavy artillery strike fire. Auto count.
Destroy the enemy. Under fire. Right, move out. Double time. They are engaging us. Enemy. We're under fire.
Amphibious transports that way.
You got casualties.
Annihilate the enemy.
We're under fire. Destroy the enemy. They are engaging us. Somewhere else, Tavarish Commander. They are engaging us. That's the enemy. We're under fire. That's impossible. We're taking.
Unit lost.
They're engaging us.
Some airborne for you. Strike out.
We're taking heat.
Paratroopers.
Get to that perimeter. We're under fire. Your command. Run quickly now.
You lost a unit.
They are engaging us. They're under fire. We're under fire. These orders, right? Target killed.
Your orders.
They are engaging us. Taking heat.
Unit lost.
They're under fire.
Strike mission received.
They're under fire.
Out. Striker here. We dropped off the
Rifle
section as
squad
what you
need
requested.
orders. They're engaging us. We're taking heat.
Got one of you.
Sokol 1 here. The helicopter is not far out. We only have to hold for a little while longer.
Moving out! Give us some support here! Yes! Your command, Tavarish Commandeer! We're taking heat! We need to move to the perimeter! We're taking heat!
You lost a unit.
Affirmative. Dropping airborne troops in the
Hostile target! Killed! We're under fire!
Medium hostile engaged.
We're under fire!
We've got casualties.
They're engaging us! We're under fire! They are engaging us! They're engaging us!
We've got casualties.
Load that machine gun! Move your feet! Taking heat! They're engaging us! We're on...
Closing in on the designated strike
We're under
zone.
fire!
We've got casualties.
We killed an enemy! We're taking heat!
Airborne deployed at the
Destroy
coordinates
the enemy!
provided. Over.
They are engaging us! We're
Unit
taking
killed.
heat!
6 available. Armor on the
They're
situation
fighting!
here.
They're engaging us!
Orders heading out now. APC here.
Target area cleared of hostiles. Returning to base.
We're under fire!
It was never shaking actually.
They're taking hits!
Also here, firing for effect.
We're under fire!
Target killed.
We're taking hits!
Heavy
We're under fire! We killed an enemy!
Am I the only one that notices that those birds don't cast a shadow? I mean, I know it's something pointless.
They're engaging us! We're taking hits!
Take
We
out
got
one
the
of your
target!
units.
Specialist in orders right now. Alpha needs a resupply! Hostile target killed!
Acknowledged. Delivering airborne infantry. Out.
We got the target!
Dude, where's my helicopter?
They're engaging us!
I forgot which one was the objective button. And as it turns out, those rockets are
Target killed.
objectives, so I just wasted time and resources.
We're taking hits!
Eliminated.
Unit lost.
Fire mission confirmed.
Yeah, so-called one. The helicopter is moving in now. Have the guerrilla leader ready for transport.
Awesome shit.
This is Troika. I don't want to loiter here too long. He's crawling with enemies down there.
So-called one to Troika. You can leave as soon as the prisoner has been brought aboard.
Understood, Silver One. Just be quick about it. Troika out.
So-called one to Malashenko. Come in, Captain.
We're taking hits!
Comrade Colonel, the captain is unavailable at this time.
What? Where is he?
Engaging us!
Comrade Colonel, he went to investigate suspected insurgent activity at a farm nearby.
Dropping airborne troops.
This is Troika. We are ready to leave.
Got that
You are free to leave, Troika. I have a captain to find.
We got the target! Target defeated!
Americans in target eliminated. Let's leave it on assault. We've obviously lost.
Did you hear me? They came and fired! But Comrade Captain, the Colonel forbade us... There! Look at the idea! Next time, your people will think twice before attacking us.
What is the meaning of this? Get them out of here. Explain yourself, Captain.
They were harboring weapons and food for the insurgents.
I gave explicit orders that there should be no firing squads.
They were aiding the enemy.
That is irrelevant, Captain. You do not have the right to disobey my orders.
But what if your orders are wrong?
If you act without my consent again, I will have you court-martialed and sent home in shame. Is that understood? Is that understood, Nikolai?
No, Colonel. It's not.
He actually has...
What? You think I'm wrong?
It does not matter what I think, does it, Vladimir Vasilievich? For good or ill, you have chosen your course.
But have you chosen yours, Valery? Sooner or later you will have to.
He thinks he has a really good reason for hating the Americans. But as you'll see in the later mission, he actually doesn't. Anyway, guys, this has been part 7 of War Conflict. Got a few more to go. one thing I really hated about this game is that you get so hooked on the American missions and then they move to the Russian ones, and then you get so hooked on the Russian missions and you move to the American ones. The next two American missions are ones that I particularly hated because of you'll see. I really hate in this game when they limit the number of troops you can have late game, not early game. You know, I mean, they usually have very good justification, but it just makes it more difficult for me to win using my what's the word? My imposed constraints. So yeah, guys, I'll probably record another one if this sounds alright, or at least just to, even if this sounds wrong, I'll record another one just to fiddle with my sound settings. But remember everyone, stay crunchy and milk.